That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Royal Ramble with Jonathan Malice and your OCCW Tag Team Champions of the World, Thunder and Lightning.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. We all have to wear glasses because the shine is so bright.
The future is so bright, Sean.
This is what a championship stage looks like.
That's what I'm talking about. You got a lot of fans watching, BA.
My legions and legions of fans that I have Thanksgiving dinner with. Me and all my immediate family that follow everything that I do
Everybody
so well.
that comes out to support me, I appreciate you all. I can fill a goddamn arena with the people that come to support me.
All my in-laws and cousins and whatnot who can't wait to see me wrestle.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another interesting episode of the Royal Ramble, Orange County Championship Wrestling's flagship show on their flagship station, the Free Admission Channel. This week, we will have some more matches from our last show, the Black Saturday feature, American Legion Post 555, in addition to...
featuring the blackest mother here in OCCW.
That's right, for now. Well, I'd have to agree.
We did have a lot of black fans at the show, too.
Finally!
I wonder why.
They're all
related to him.
They're all related to B.A. and Marcus Frey, apparently. They're all just one family.
They heard the name and they came a running. It was bigger than Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
Which
was right next
across
door.
the street, yes.
Right, but yet our line was longer than theirs.
It was.
I was taking power bombs like old women taking TVs out of the Ross. You know, I was taking them like they were on sale.
Yes, that's right. And
That was a restaurant caliber beating I took from them to, hard-nosed Megans.
hard-nosed what?
Mannequins.
Mannequins.
I thought you said Mexicans. I'm like,
Okay, all right. That's fair. We want to wish you all what is today, the 10th?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Something like that around there.
So for those of you who missed it, happy Pearl Harbor Day. I know that may not be a big deal to all of you, but it is to me. We're going to talk a little bit about the world of professional wrestling. And in the world of professional wrestling, from Australia to Zaire, from Alabama to Zimbabwe, there are things known and unknown to the average fan. This being your College of Fistic Knowledge, I want you guys all to welcome our foreign correspondent and international purveyor of all news wrestling, Mr. Jack Bruce Davidson.
yeah.
Jackal Bruce Davidson. Jackal.
It's me, JBD.
Oh.
JBD.
How you doing, Jack Bruce?
Fantastic.
Alabama and Zimbabwe try to stay as far apart as possible from one another, I tell you that much.
Thank you for noticing.
Not just alphabetically.
There's a lot of bloodline.
Make some room for Higgins. Come on, make some room for Higgins.
For the reporter guy.
All right, sorry.
Hey, by the way,
Move to the forefront, JBD.
way to keep the gold on. All right. So story number one, the WWE UK title has been stolen from champion Walter's rental car. It was reported that his passport was also stolen in Chicago. Timothy Thatcher's vehicle was also broken into and had some property stolen from it. And I believe they have yet to get the title back.
Come on.
Oh
I've
my
now
gosh.
held my tag team title for going on the better part of a year. Ask me how many times anybody else got a chance to even hold my belt. How you get your title stolen, bro? Come on. And I'm talking to you, Azrael. because there was a moment there
Sometimes
when
you misplace things, man, when you're a busy traveler such as
You mean when you
myself.
fall down,
And I
blackout
like to-
drunk,
Oh,
you lose
yeah.
stuff?
Like busy and drunk as hell don't mean the same thing.
It's not my fault they have dollar cocktails at the Applebee's.
Yeah, God only knows what's in those.
I just imagine Walter getting his belt stolen and it turns into like Snatch, the movie where he's walking around, they're all yelling and pikey and British and whatnot, and he's like, "Oh, well, get them blokes who took me belt. Them bunch of cockney bastards."
Hey, you want that? You want to play that?
Yeah, $2 for the caravan. $2 for some steel frame patio furniture and my belt.
Yeah, I could just see people wandering around in the ether.
Right.
Like, Chris Jericho, Azrael, and what's this cat's name?
Walter's got him like,
Timothy
Yeah,
Thatcher.
where's my belt? Like you're
Hey,
forced to wander the earth the rest of your life with no belt.
It's like, dude, where's my car? But dude, where's my belt?
There
and
you
he's
go.
got a bare knuckle box some damn pikey in the middle of a caravan parking spots.
Punch in the jaw.
Trailer
falls in the
park.
water. I get you.
And then
Okay, so clearly we don't have a lot of empathy or sympathy for our
No, the hell with
I don't
them.
but we
sounds
hope-
like your responsibility.
it's a
Fair
beautiful
enough, fair
title,
enough.
and let's hope it gets back around his waist.
All right. So what else we got going
All right.
on?
So Sami Zayn was in an altercation with a wrestling fan at a live event.
That's
Fan
the
was
most work that he's seen in a long time.
Oh yeah, and the fan was basically throwing some homophobic slurs at Sami Zayn, who got in the fan's face, calling him a homophobic moron. And the fan was, let out, and Sammy eventually calmed down. And
Terrible when people say words like that, isn't it, John Ditto?
Yeah, I mean,
It's disappointing
One of those things.
how this world has not moved forward.
Are you sure he wasn't
away from slanderous words
Yeah.
about the
I don't know what
gay community?
I don't know what you people are talking
Was he
about.
asking
mean,
him for a
you
cigarette?
I don't.
You
I mean, were they in
will
England?
find a less homophobic person than me.
What do you call a cigarette in England? I mean,
I don't know. I've never been to England and I don't smoke, so there you go.
I approve. I think Sammy should get over the guardrail and beat his ass. Kick the kid's ass. Who cares?
I mean, since you're not wrestling, why not go in and start fighting them?
I mean,
I'm just saying.
would you yell that at Bruiser Brody? Would you
No,
yell
right.
at any of the guys from like the 70s? No, they
Okay,
would come over the
no,
railing
no.
and beat the shit out of
Here
you.
is an interesting conundrum. Is that the right term? Maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You have, on the one hand, you have the right to go to a wrestling match. One of the appeals that I use as a selling point of professional wrestling is, hey, your children or your people can interact with the wrestlers in a way that you cannot act with, say, professional football, professional baseball. I mean, you can say whatever you want to Mike Trout. Maybe you'll get a wave or an autograph.
No,
you can
they're
say
not
whatever
gonna-
you want to
they don't
A-Rod.
acknowledge you.
Right. You can say whatever
They
you
get
want to
paid too
A-Rod.
much.
If you're lucky, he'll just ignore you, right?
I got
Yeah.
Mike Trout to wave at me once.
Okay, there you go.
I was
Congratulations.
yelling about how much I wanted to put it to him. You know? He thought that was awesome. That's a true story, by the way.
I'm sure that it is. I'm sure that it is. I won't dispute that. My point is, one of the appeals of professional wrestling is that as a fan, you have a little more interaction with the components. You can yell at the manager. He'll turn around and tell you to shut up. You can yell at the wrestlers. You can high five the wrestlers. The wrestlers, if the good guys will come in, hey, the bad guys will tell you to shut up. You always have a better opportunity to interact with the wrestlers. Okay, so that's one thing. So why not yell at them and call them a bunch of names, right?
Right.
Yeah.
On the other hand, okay, do you really mean that? Does he really mean that? Hey, you whatever ethnic slur, racial slur, sexual, homophobic slur you're throwing at someone, you are one of those, and I don't like you for that. Does he? Where does?
Right, where's the line drawn?
Yeah.
Like, and at what point do we go, man, those words are almost as bad as you spitting in my face right now.
Right.
Well, you
You
can't
know,
yell that at a baseball game, right? You go to baseball, you go to football, like they'll come and take you out
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're screaming, whatever.
If you ever go to no one goes to a Chargers game, but if you ever go to
Lots of people go to Chargers games.
yeah,
It's
they're
the
all
other-
wearing Raiders gear.
Yeah, or they're on the other fan side.
Right. Well, but it's like going, like, if you're ever a certain team and you're going into someone else's house, I've seen it where the fans, like, there was a perfect shot this past Sunday where someone scored a touchdown in the other team's arena, and the fan, right off the bat, flipped them the birds and was just
awesome.
like cussing them out the entire time. And it's like, you don't take it personal because like, they're not mad at me. They're mad at the scenario, the situation. So if I'm portraying a character where I'm walking down and saying, we the people or something, and people all of a sudden then get offended by it and start yelling, stuff at me that is a little bit more colorful than usual. Do you as a wrestler, can you remove yourself from that? I've been told things at wrestling shows where I'm like, should I be offended by this or should I just keep pushing? You just have to learn how to rise above, I think.
Yeah.
Because people are going to be ignorant no matter where you go.
Okay.
I just want to give a big shout out to we got Pinky watching.
You know what? I like Pinky Santino.
Yeah.
Right. He's always been professional and kind and very easy to work with. I give a lot of credit to him, and if you're watching, thank you for watching, Pinky. Hope to see you soon. Happy holidays, and hey, I see you're getting in really good shape, so hats off to you for that too. All right, that's it. Okay, where are we at?
So
One of the few guys. From
it's been announced by WWE's social media that Batista and the New World Order are going to be in the Hall of Fame class of 2020.
Right. How many more times can we induct the same people
You know,
into
it's
the
like-
Hall of Fame?
I thought
Yeah.
the NWO was in already.
No,
I think all of them are, but not
Okay.
as the
Okay.
NWO, right?
The main
Yeah.
members of the NWO.
Let me
have
ask
already
you
been
this.
inducted.
Okay, does the Football Hall of Fame say, okay, this year we're going to induct the Cleveland Browns to the NFL Hall of Fame?
Right. Well, that's like saying, okay, we went
Four
through
Horsemen
and
and-
we did these guys from this team. Now let's induct that entire squad
Yeah,
because they
the
were
85
so good.
Bears
Like
or-
it's so
yeah.
stupid.
mean,
It's ridiculous.
They better have Virgil. They better have Horace Hogan. They better
Right.
have like the legends
if
of the
you're-
NWO.
If you're accepting, I better see Brutus the Barber Beefcake up there.
Disco
You know,
Inferno.
like-
Yeah, Brutus the...
Like he was a part of NWO.
Scott Norton is a good one.
Yeah. You know, let me tell you something, and I mean, we'll save that for topics, because that's one of our topics, the NWO. But
Yeah,
the
fake Sting, Masahiro Chono,
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff Bagwell,
You know,
everybody
and
from
then
wrestling
now-
in
and then now, if
1997.
you're doing NWO,
Sting.
are you doing NWO red and black? Are you
Right.
doing the NWO green, red, and white? You know, like
So do you stop at Sean Waltman, or do you stop at Hulk Hogan, or
right?
do you stop
like,
at
how do you decipher?
Buff Bagwell? Or
The
something?
NWO was everywhere.
It was like...
I think
yeah.
Wolfpack's gonna be next year. They'll have Conan and Lex Luger and Sting in the red and the black or whatever.
in wheelchairs in the
Kevin
coffin.
Nash will be back again because they want to
And
bring him out
then the year
again.
after that, it's gonna be Evolution, and Ric Flair's not gonna be able to pick up his
Yeah.
hand because he's gonna have so much hardware on there.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Well, let's move on.
All right. So Luke Harper, Connor and Victor, also known as the Ascension, and Sin Cara were granted their releases from WWE.
Fantastic.
And you know, there's probably more to come. You know, coming on the new year, and it's pretty interesting considering that not too long ago we heard about Luke Harper and Sin Cara both asking for their releases. No word on Uni Lorcan, but you know.
He'll
More to
get
come on
there.
that. Yeah.
He'll get there. Because
He'll get there.
here's the thing about this whole holding guys beyond their request of release. It's a power.
It's a
move.
bad idea,
It's
too.
a bad idea, but it's a power move. When someone comes to you and says, "I want out," why are you just gonna start showing the rest of the people there?
Well,
all you have to do is ask.
Let me...
It's hard to push
Yeah.
their independent contractors angle if you can't leave. Like if you're under a contract, how are you
It's
an
true.
independent contractor?
Right.
Like you still are stuck. So they don't have to pay the taxes, they don't have to provide the medical insurance because they're independent contractors. But hey, we can keep you when you want to leave. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, then they don't have to agree to take the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But good for Luke Harper. I think the more people you cut, then they go to another organization and then they get overpaid there, and that's how you sink other people's
Especially
shit.
because to me, I feel like
It worked with
Yeah.
Bret Hart. Hey, pay him $10 million and then go under.
Yeah, and I
Hulk
feel like
Hogan.
Luke
Good luck
Harper
to you.
was the true best kept secret in WWE. Like they all put it on Buddy Murphy, but Luke Harper's athleticism was through the roof, and that guy didn't get the opportunity that he deserved. So I hope he finds success elsewhere. Sin Cara, that's a different story.
Sin Cara.
Isn't that the one who stopped the match because he dislocated his finger?
That was the other Sin Cara.
Okay.
This one, Hunico Sin Cara, was
George Diaz.
he was just bad. I mean, he didn't never stop the match because of getting hurt, but he hurt a lot of other people.
I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't want to explain to Triple H that I stopped the match because I dislocated my finger because he's like, well, I remember the time where I ripped my quad off
Right.
of the bone
I still
and
finished
still kept going. It's like,
That can be pretty
it's hard
scary.
to complain.
Whenever you see something dangling, that's a whole
Yeah, and I saw
different
the
mentality.
replay. Like the dude's finger was literally coming out the side of his hand. Like,
No, whack.
and so he went and was holding on to it.
Okay.
And
Roll me up, roll
Luckily,
me up.
it was a match where I believe 5 other individuals were involved. It was like a ladder match or something
Thank
like
God.
that. And they continued the match without him. Big whoop.
Yeah,
Bye,
I mean,
Sin Cara. You weren't going to win anyway.
All right. What else we got? Anything
then-
from the world of Impact or Ring of Honor?
Impact or Ring of Honor?
Now you've got them all out
I'm
of
sorry,
order,
I'm
John.
sorry.
Now what are we gonna do?
We can't forget Bobby Roode and what's his name got a.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that wellness.
All right. So a while ago, I talked about what was in the mid-card water. As it turns out, steroids is in the mid-card water.
Thank God, according to superstar Billy Graham.
So Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, and Primo Cologne have both been suspended for 30 days for violating the WWE wellness policy. We don't know what substance
Whatever
they've been
Primo
doing.
was taking wasn't doing much, though.
Well, you don't know that it was steroids.
For all I know, they could have been doing bulls in the back of their car or something like that.
Yeah, because the wellness policy could be any kind of
Yeah, a
drug.
wellness policy. It could be it could be alcohol for
It could
crying
be
out loud.
painkillers. You know.
Yeah. So it could be legally prescribed, but over, and
Who's Primo Cologne?
One of the.
I really don't know.
Primo,
Matadors,
Epico, who are the cousins of
Tito
Carlito.
Santana?
And
No,
They had the travel agent gimmick a couple years
remember
ago.
they had the
where
little short bull that they
Okay.
used to run around
The
with.
little
them?
bull guy?
So
Got
not
popped for
him,
taking
not the little
steroids?
bull
No,
guy, but
no,
the guy that was in the tag team.
no, he violated the
The
wellness
little
policy.
matador thing?
So let's be fair.
Oh.
Let's be responsible here.
Okay, I'm
They
sorry.
They both popped separately. They didn't pop for the same thing. So
Right.
one may have popped for steroids. One may have popped for
Just be smoking pot.
or whatever else, smoking rock or
Right.
whatever. So we don't know. So
I
it's not
mean,
fair to assume.
Right, so we're not assuming that it's all steroids, but at the same time, a lot of people have been critical of the wellness policy because it seems like it affects some and not others.
It's very arbitrary.
It is. I mean, we could if you want to rewind the tape back, the one situation that pissed me off was when Roman Reigns flagged for the wellness policy, and what did they do? They made him lose a match. He then went on like a month hiatus, and came back and was still at the top of the card. It's like,
I'll give you one better than that, man. It was. This is a case of the entire wrestling industry sticking it to one individual. Back in the early '90s, there was a tag team known as the Brainbusters, Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. Tully Blanchard
I know
failed his drug test. He failed his drug test, or his wellness. It was called the drug test back
For
then.
cocaine.
Yeah, for cocaine, while working for the WWF. So they gave him his release, and so he was going to sign with WCW. He was going to come with Arn back to WCW. So then Jim Herd cancels his contract because he failed someone else's drug test.
And then they didn't take Arn Anderson, right? So like that literally cost Arn $1 million.
And so it was the last time that Tully Blanchard wrestled, regularly. And yeah, Arn was out for like a year or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
It's in Ric Flair's book if you want to know more.
yes. Would you like to know more?
it's just, I wish that if it was a true wellness policy, which I mean, it's the same thing in the NFL. Some guys fly by without getting tested for roids, and others all of a sudden get cracked down on. So I don't know if it's a randomized test, but then the ones that you discover are doing it, they all need to be treated the same way.
Well, it's like you're testing everybody randomly, right? So it's like I'm gonna pick the guys that don't really matter to me, test all of them, and if I get any, I get any. And then Randy Orton, I'm not gonna fucking test his pee because God only knows.
Or Brock
So you
Lesnar,
leave-
who's
you
only
leave them
been
alone.
tested twice, or failed 2 or 3 times by
Yeah.
USADA. We're not going to test him. This is random.
I think they actually came up with a rule around it. They're like, we're only gonna do it to full-time talent.
Okay, well, good for Brock, I guess.
Brock's always in the clear.
Good for him. But it's like what they have to do, like to appease Congress or whatever, because Congress was like, oh, you
Or
can't.
Nancy
have him on
Grace. They wanted
steroids
to
or
get
whatever.
Nancy Grace to shut the fuck up. All right.
So,
Next, go ahead.
all right, for this next story, we're gonna go to the wonderful world of New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, Wrestle Kingdom 14, the two-day/night event, recently dropped its card. It's actually going to be Jushin Thunder Liger's retirement. His last 2 matches, his retirement matches.
Hold on one second. Did you lose something, Adam?
Headphones, maybe in the corner. I sold them all.
Find his Beats by Dre.
Never mind.
Oh, here they are.
Yeah.
Beats
his
by
AirPods.
Trey.
Finding wrestling stories and
Hey, how come there's 2 E's in Beats by Dre? All right. Beats. Did you get those at the swap meet? Some swap meet Louie? Adam Woods by Swap Meet Louie Beats by Dre. See you later.
It's like Poo Boo.
Goodbye. I'm just kidding, Adam Woods. I'm just
Adam
kidding.
Woods.
I'm just kidding, man. I love
Get
you.
the fuck out.
Adam Woods is all right. Adam Woods is in my cool book. All right.
So, Jushin Thunder Liger,
Yeah.
he's going to have his final 2 matches. And basically, the first night, it's going to be an 8-man tag team match where he's going to team up with Tatsumi Fujinami and the great
Tatsumi Fujinami.
Yes.
Isn't he like 87 years old?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
This is New Japan.
Yeah,
This is
there's
New Japan.
There's something in the Japanese tap water.
Yeah.
So and then the great Sasuke, and then Tiger Mask. I want to say that's 4.
Radiation.
Tiger Mask 4 versus Sano, Shinjiro Otani, Tatsuhito Takiwa.
Okay.
Takaiwa?
Ladies and gentlemen,
And-
this is your lesson on how to say Japanese names.
Yeah, and
Katsuhito Takahawa and Ryosuke Taguchi.
Natsuki Takuchi. And then night 2 is going to be
Oh,
Liger
And
and
someone else's name we can't pronounce.
Naoki Sanu versus Hiromu Takahashi and Ryu Lee. So it's
Lee.
Lee, there you go.
Lee, yeah.
So,
Hayabusa Lee. Remember Fighter Hayabusa from the one video game? Robert, do you remember Fighter Hayabusa?
Yeah.
I would have laughed if all of them was flawless and he gets to Lee and he's like, Leah!
and then
Leah.
also on that card is going to be John Moxley returning to face Lance Archer for the IWGP United States title that he had to vacate.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
And then as well as
who's Lance Archer. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but who's Lance Archer?
He's so angry.
Some English
And then-
wrestler.
British guy?
Yeah.
He's
He's a Brit.
He used to be Dallas
And
in
then-
TNA, really tall guy.
Okay.
Okay. So
He was on that Stone Cold show.
and then Hiroshi Tanahashi
Oh my God,
versus
not again.
Chris Jericho, and then the night 2, the winner of Moxley versus Archer is then going to face Juice Robinson for the title, and then another big match is Hiromu Takahashi
Versus
returning to face Will Ospreay for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. He had to vacate due to breaking his neck.
Yoshinoya versus Kawasaki.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jade.
Breaking his neck.
and the
Okay.
Kawatachi-
Hey, hold on a second. That's all racist shit. I'm not putting up with it, all right? Don't be comparing people's names like Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki, all right?
But I love Yoshinoya.
2019, we're way past that.
Are we though?
Right, brother?
Are we past it though?
Okay, no, stop. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay, one more. And we gotta throw it to Robert here.
Gotcha. And
Jeez,
then,
you got like 8 pages there.
Hey, the man is
No,
thorough.
that's a lot of stuff going on.
That's
He's
a lot
like
of new. Look, we are in the age where wrestling is
he's
everywhere.
walking through the matches on his.
Well, Big Cass is
And
still
then-
insane.
alright,
Big
so
Cass is
Big
threatening
Cass-
Joey
yeah,
Janela's
he-
life.
Oh yeah, I want to hear that. Let's hear that. Let's
he
hear that.
threatened Joey Janela's life and since deleted tweets, but apparently famous people forget that every time you tweet something, it's
It's
out there
read
forever.
it.
That's it.
It can be
Like, that's
read
the thing.
later.
Like, what do you think Twitter is doing?
And
Twitter
then-
is not there for you to be like, I'm gonna get this out because I just need to vent, and then I can delete it and it'll disappear.
I learned my
Well,
lesson with the
sometimes
DP
that
I sent.
happens. Sometimes that happens. You drop the wrong F-bomb, and it just goes away. You just have to be smart
I
about it.
guess so.
And then basically he suggested the tweet was a work. Janela was like, shot it down. He's like, hey, nah, that you're trying to cover that up. That's BS, And then he claimed that he would never work with him. And something important to
And
point
then he
out.
snorted another line and forgot that he said that.
Yes.
It's
So let me get to-
unfortunate that a guy that big and talented is that insane.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I wish I was 7 feet tall, for God's sake. But no, because you literally can't teach that. And you also can't teach him to just hide his Twitter and stop doing drugs.
Well, we hope that Big Cass gets better. We know he's had his struggles, and
Yeah, go to rehab, please.
hopefully.
Before you step another foot.
You know what? Just get rid of your cell phone. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Right? That'd be the. You know how many of the world's newfound ills would be solved without cell phones?
I think.
I don't know. You
cell
could
phones
say
away, though, people have withdrawals just like they were on crack.
that would be great, and then they couldn't post about how they're going through withdrawals because they're on crack. It's so funny when I see at the highest levels, I see 2 wrestlers
jeez.
posting this has happened in our circle. Right, guy will post something and then he'll turn around and say, no, man, I was working, and I'm like, no, you weren't, you punk. I see you again, I'm gonna bust you in the mouth. Oh, well, fuck you then. I'm like, oh, is that right?
You're working an angle that nobody else knows about, and when I'm in your face, all of a sudden the angle goes straight up your ass.
Exactly. It's like, oh well, then no, I meant it. It's like, make up your mind, you little bitch,
Exactly.
and come and say this to my face.
I
And
hear
of course,
Bray Wyatt's wrestling The Miz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just Bray Wyatt? He's not gonna wear a mask or
He's wrestling
nothing?
as Bray Wyatt.
That's wild.
The
Why are we doing
Funhouse
that?
Bray Wyatt instead of.
Because you don't care about The Miz or what? Like The
Well,
Miz don't arouse his
I
anger?
want to see the Fiend, the Boogeyman
I
wrestle.
think that what they're trying to build is the fact that both of them are very different personas. Both of them wrestle differently, and you're going to witness that when he finally steps in the ring for the first time as Bray Wyatt.
Kind of like Mick Foley and Mankind.
Yeah.
I want to see Bray and the Fiend win the tag titles.
Okay, thank you so much, Jack Bruce Davidson, for your very in-depth review of pro wrestling on this week. Let's take a look at the shirt. Walk past us behind you so we can take a look at this week's fine.
Yeah,
that's
Magnum
right.
PI.
Magnum PI.
I was gonna say, looks like a private detective.
That's right. Look at with the hat and
He's
everything.
like Higgins. I'm telling you, Higgins.
Thank you again, Jack Bruce Davidson. We'll see you next week.
I want to
Keep
give a
up the
big
good
shout
work.
out to our viewers out there. We got, of course, our friend Vega from La Raza watching.
Still eating that loss, buddy. Still eating that loss.
Jessica
How's it
Sky.
Hey, Fancy Nancy.
Jennifer Whitman. Witham, I guess I'm pronouncing
Jennifer
that
who?
wrong.
Whitman?
Whitman, yeah.
Witham. Oh, hey. Are you
John-
know Jennifer Witham?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Jennifer Witham.
John Clark.
Hey, Big John. Arr.
10 Bears is watching.
Hey,
hi,
man.
how
Straight,
are
when are you
you?
gonna when are you gonna come see us?
Hey, how are you? Brian Chastity is watching.
The number one fan,
Of
tied for
course,
first place.
Pinky's still watching.
Pinky, hey, glad you're still watching, Pinky. Thanks for the kind words.
When is he coming in?
Luis Tap Out Tapia.
Hey, Luis, always down. He's one of the downest guys for OCCW I've ever met, besides myself.
And Paul Stitz.
Paul Stitz, again, tied for our number one fandom. At this time, I will remind you that November 30th, Saturday, November 30th, at American Legion Post 555, OCCW hosted Black Saturday. All right, at the American Legion Post 555. Now, remember, the American Legion title was on the line. Its current champion, Freddie Havoc. The new up-and-coming challenger, Joey Barone. When these two stepped in the ring, fireworks were bound to fly, and you saw exactly what everyone was waiting for. Go ahead and roll it, Robert. Master Pinky.
You guys down the corner.
That's pretty cool. A show of sportsmanship. A show of sportsmanship. Look at that. Can you hear the crowd?
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
They can.
Yeah, that's okay. I just was wondering. This crowd was hot for what was going on at 555. And if you'll notice, one of the smartest things we ever did was take on Black Saturday. Everyone talked about, oh no, John, you don't want to be running that. People are going to be, it's a holiday weekend and everyone's going to be out of town. No. In Wisconsin, people are going to be out of town, right? They're going to be coming to places like Orange County because it's freaking cold. And when you want to get rid of your in-laws, right, for a few hours or get away from them for a few hours, you come to see your favorite thing in the whole wide world. Oh, look, there's Robert. Professional wrestling in Orange County. Ring the bell. Calls for the bell.
Where you can only see the back of our head.
Yeah. Now, don't you get tired of people only looking at the back of your head, BA? So here we go.
Oh, dang. That was locked up.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, Joey Barone in those short shorts. Mr. Wrestling Joey Barone, if I'm not.
It's like he wrestles with them shorts before he wrestles in the ring.
Here's the lockup headlock takeover by Joey Barone. Trying to get a count out of it, but looks like Freddie's keeping his shoulders up, not risking it, trying to get back to his feet. Joey Barone's holding on to that headlock like it. Yeah, what are you doing with your belt?
And I was amazed by Freddie's fan down there, that lady in the white shirt with the gray sweater.
Boy, she was as down can
she
be,
was
huh?
loud.
She was downtown brown.
Oh, yeah.
All right, arm ringer from Freddie Havoc. Joey
That
Barone.
side of the building is my family reunion. Hey, cousin Jerry!
Just fanning those flames, aren't you?
There he goes.
All right, front headlock, or is it front chancery? I can't tell if he's got the arm in there from Joey Barone, keeping.
Why do you keep walking around, John? Just sit down like a normal
I don't think John
person.
can't sit down.
I can't sit down.
Pre-workout before the show.
Yeah. Well, it would be nice if he were in here. Oh, kicks him off, goes to the corner, comes out,
Oh, took
tackle,
him down
double leg
again.
tackle. Oh, look at, kicks out before he allows him to cinch that in. And we have basically a standstill. Not bad, not bad. You'll notice how low that ceiling looks. It's actually a little bit higher than it would appear.
I put my head through that ceiling before,
Yes.
by the way.
You put your head through a lot of things, sir.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I got a sickness.
It's a condition. It's not a sickness. It can be cured. Okay, sizing each other up, almost as if the match starts again from zero. Hey, Robert, where you going? What you got there?
Enjoying some nachos.
Yeah. Arm drag takeover. And again from Freddie Havoc. And a third one. Not bad. Throwing some of the...
Oh, did not take
Didn't get that last one. You know, they say in pro wrestling, 3 is the... Hey, look, who's that handsome guy with the hat on backwards there?
You're not going to catch Joey Barone 4 times in a row. 3 times maybe, but he's no dummy. He's not going to take that 4th
Fool me
one.
once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
He's adjusted
Fool me
like
3
the
times,
Borg.
Damn it, I'm an idiot.
Then you just deserve to get what you get.
I'm really loving this new look with you guys on the screen. It just amazes me.
You can wave.
Hey, it's not bad, huh? That was a really nice feature that I spent the extra $800 for. Yeah.
God, $800.
Yeah,
I want some $800
All up in that lady's hair right there.
and another takedown.
That's Melissa. She's actually really a cool fan, too. Oh, what? I wouldn't know if that's a cartwheel or more of a cart square.
Hey, there goes John again.
Oh, again with that arm drag from any angle. You know, the next time you tell hanging out with Freddie Havoc is a drag, well, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That's a dad joke right there, baby. Big forearms.
Across the face.
He's the vintage arm dragon. That's a bad joke.
That's
funny.
a good one.
Vintage arm
Boot to the
drag.
jaw. Hip toss from Freddie Havoc. Oh!
On the feet.
Barone comes back with a kick. Lands on his feet.
That sounds like a new shirt.
Chop to the chest.
Nice.
To a Hurricane Rana. Not bad. Crowd
Stallion of a man.
eating this up.
This is wrestling.
Ryan Udwin woman, I'd pleasure Joey Barone. What?
Oh, Lord. I'm sure that's not the first time he's heard something like that.
You know what? The words.
Oh, skinning the cat. There's more than one way to do that. That's the way I've seen that done.
Back in the ring. Oh,
Drop kick.
standing drop kick.
That'll-
Not
Oh, man.
bad.
And I gotta admit, John, it was nice being back at the Triple Nickel, man.
It really was. With the new leadership they got there, you know, we had a much easier time. We weren't getting railroaded out of the place like we did last time. That's what kept us away for so long. So I want to give a shout out to the folks at
dive on him.
555.
Here we go.
Dive on him. He ain't looking.
Now,
He ain't
you know,
looking.
I
Get
told
him.
you guys to keep this in the ring. There's a reason why I spent money on those ropes.
You gotta do what you gotta
They call
do.
this wrestling.
Yeah.
It doesn't really just stay in the
We
ring.
got those fancy drapes, the setting behind that's expensive
One
stuff
of
too,
those
man. That's
suicide
cheap.
dives. One of them call for attention dives.
Look at Robert.
Robert cannot be denied from his meatball sandwich. Look at that.
He's enjoying
Look at
everything.
his little boy. There's Cody. His son's there too.
Robert, give me a little bit.
Those guys, there's dudes fighting 3 feet to my right. The hell with it.
He's
Sandwich.
fight with these meatballs.
He's fighting a meatball sandwich in his mouth right now. Look at Robert.
Exactly.
Damn.
All right, back in the ring.
Thanks a lot, Robert.
Back in the ring.
Speaking of wrestling, I like these meatball sandwiches.
Okay.
To the corner. To the
Freddie
corner.
Havoc shook him off.
Oh, it was a forearm from. Oh, back elbow.
Oh man!
Cuts him off in the
I
middle
hate
of the
when you
ring.
Hit a guy and then run away, and he chases you and hits you back.
You know, it's just not right. Stomp to the chest.
I mean, it's good to see that Havoc is taking advantage of the size differential.
Yeah, and that snapmare, you know,
There you go. Put some weight on him.
There you go.
even that hurts a little bit more than normal when there's that much weight
I
differential.
mean, because I know that Havoc, at the beginning of this match, it looked like he was trying to show, like, hey, I can keep up with you.
Yeah.
This is what he needs to do.
Exactly. I need to slow him down. Dig into him.
Dig into him. Put that
Grind him
weight on his
down.
back.
Exactly.
All those muscles will
Is that a
only exhaust
cheeseburger
you.
back there? Jesus Christ.
They must be fans of Todd.
Oh, look, there's a cheeseburger Todd back there.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know this was a cosplay.
I had
Cousin Jeff.
I had an opportunity to talk to your cousin Jeff, the cheeseburger Todd wannabe over there. Nice kid, really nice kid. Took my wallet, but
Can't be that nice.
Those church That's what they do. Taking you money.
oh, sidewalk slam coming. Oh, Russell's loving it. Russell absolutely loves wrestling, doesn't he?
Put 3 drinks into Russell, man. He's wild.
He's 2 sheets to the wind.
Kind of reminds me of young Ted Nugent.
Right? Oh, looks like Barone is feeling the effects of that turnbuckle just a little bit longer than he'd like. I smell a chop coming on. He told everyone, keep it down. You want to hear this? I got a story to tell you. The chop heard round the world. You know, that can happen. No, he said he's trying to take a nipple off the chest. No, he didn't really lose one.
Well, if you smack a man hard enough in the face, he can break his lip in half.
Yeah. Did you see what happened to Alistair Overeem? Oh, it was terrible.
I used to have my nipples pierced. It was a bad idea. That hurt real bad. Oh!
Not looking good for Joey Barone at this point.
He's trying to turn him a different shade of pink.
The Legion champion is taking control of this match as we speak.
Keep him grounded. There you go.
Oh, right in the mouth. Right in America's mouth.
Kick out at 2.
Only right to beat the crap out of the American flag guy in the American Legion post.
Right. Oh, he tried to drop that leg like a real American and came up short. Come on, Joey Barone. Eye of the Tiger. Reach down deep inside. Getting a lot of screen time for Russell and Melissa. Hey.
Yeah,
Russell
right?
is the lead singer of Surface Tension.
Which is an excellent. Was that a speed metal? Is that speed metal or is it
Sure.
hardcore?
Go to the show.
Go to the show and find out for yourself. Yes.
You won't be disappointed.
Surface Tension.
Barone on the comeback.
Look at that. Did you see that woman holding up that child as if to say that this is your child, Freddie Havoc?
That's my Aunt Sarah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So it's your child.
Possibly. I don't know. It's a beautiful movie.
Keep it in the family.
All right.
Well, I gotta admit, Azrael and B.A. Marcus Ray did have a
Flying
lot of fans.
back
there.
elbow. Yes.
We tore down the house and sold every ticket in there.
You guys, for Christ's sake.
Chin locking him back. Keep that chin in check. Pop his head right
Looks
up.
like Joey Barone making a comeback here. Squeezing for all he's worth, trying to
Joey
wear
Barone's making a comeback like the American economy.
down the
Slow and steady.
the champ. They're trying to.
Come on, Freddie Havoc.
I'm sorry, I have a cold, folks. That's why you see me going to this all the time.
That's awesome.
Power of the chive coursing through the chiver's veins. Snapmare takeover by Joey Barone. Kick right in the face. That'll warm you.
Let's move around, Canada. Let's look at the other side of the
Ooh, twisting splash in the air. 1, 2,
Oh!
2 and 7/8 from Luis Tapia.
Tap out, Tabby.
1, 2, 3, Luis. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, and what
Oh, a kneeling abdominal stretch from Joey Barone. Those are extremely painful.
Versed in the mat wrestling, let me tell you.
I think that would feel good.
Wrestling for no reason.
That's
even
right.
on top of that, I'm impressed with tap out calling this right down the middle.
Yeah, you know what? He has a stake in this. You know, when his ankle heals, he's in line for a shot.
I think that's why he doesn't really care which guy wins this title. He knows he's going to get a shot and he's going to give him it all.
Joey's almost doctor wrestling. You know, a couple more years under his belt, he go from Mr. to Doctor. What?
Doc.
I've never seen a doctor wrestling.
Well, probably.
I'm gonna be that from now
What
on.
about Dr. Wagner? Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
Well, he was a doctor of death, not of wrestling.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh, America's balls took a pounding right there. Joey comes right back. Do-si-do into the reverse DDT possible. Nope.
Oh, it looks like
Reverse into reverse.
quick suplex.
Nope. Blocks a suplex.
Blocks kicked him in the balls. Block a suplex.
Slap that belly.
Slap to the stomach to go back
No,
Oh.
sir.
for float over.
Belly to back. All right, fantastic.
'Cause all the best things done by America come from other countries, like Germany. German suplex. Dude.
Oh, so close with
Canadian destroyer.
Good old American.
I'm gonna debut a new move called the American Destroyer. Better than the Canadian one. It's gonna be 2 atomic drops. Get it?
I get it.
Happy Pearl Harbor Day, Joe.
You know, I don't know how you could take something like that and turn it into. I mean, I do know how. You're not right in the head. You know, somewhere there's a Ferris wheel that isn't spinning. All right.
Lighten him up with punches. Boom! Right to the face of Freddie Havoc, but Freddie Havoc's a stallion man. Boom! Kicked him right back in the face. Joey Brown pops back up. Stumbling, rumbling, fumbling, right into the Michinoku. Body slam. Both men. There you go. Both men exhausted at this point. Havoc.
American Samoa. If it's from American Samoa.
I guess we got Deshaun Watkins watching.
Who is that?
B.A. Marcus. Oh.
This is John Fears Ali Hussein.
Yes.
Ali. Ali fears the Grand Slam at Denny's. I almost saw one kill him when he passed out in it.
Yeah. He fears rehab is what he fears. Double down from Joey Barone and Freddie Havoc.
Count them both out, Luis, then you'll be Legion champion. The hell with them both. 1, 2. Both guys out, both men exhausted at this point. Who's got the will of a champion? Not Johnny the Bull. Joey the Bull. Sit down, Joey.
Sorry, man. I just I had to go pee.
How are you supposed to announce the winners if you're going through that?
Well, I wasn't announcing that.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
He just showed up to class to join up a little bit.
Announcer. Yes. Oh, by the way, we were giving shout outs earlier. Rachel is watching.
Whoa.
All right. So.
This is the one time that she still see me during the match.
Elbow to the jaw.
Here, how about I do it like you
did?
Belly to back suplex. Joey Barone in the corner.
That was pretty good. All right. Drop. Was it belly to back?
Yeah. Freddie Havoc coming in. Boom.
Oh, masher in the corner.
Belly to belly. No!
Oh, that's 2.
He's got a lot of belly to put on that other man's belly. I thought that would be it for sure. Nothing there. Luis telling him you were this close, man.
This close.
Oh, yeah. The shorts are very tiny. I mean, I'm pretty sure you caught Rey Mysterio's underwear on Monday Night Raw. His gear split open in half. It was pretty damn funny.
Good. Elbow to the jaw.
Going for the splash again?
Come on, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh, where are we going?
He's got a monkey flip.
No, the monkey flip didn't work. Oh, Joe's got to reach down deep for some offense. Shiver's going to take him around the world into the diamond dust, I believe. Oh!
That's got to be it.
It has to
That
be.
should be it. 1, 2. No! Oh my God!
Unbelievable. Right? I don't know what possessed the Chiver to go for such a seemingly nonchalant cover.
Well, that was just
Well, he's
sheer
exhausted though.
Fair enough.
You don't always have the energy to go hook that other leg.
I gotcha.
On paper, it seems like a good idea, but everything looks good on paper.
Sure, except for my bank account balance.
I believe we got Jose Miguel Gonzalez watching.
Oh, Joey's got the energy.
Oh, he's back. Oh, caught him. Oh, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Is that scorpion footlock that he likes so much?
He's got the single leg crab. Come on, bro. Come on, Joe. Get to the ropes, Joe. Mr. Wrestling should find a way out of this wrestling maneuver.
Hey, what is he doing? Yeah, go on the rope. Justin,
sit the hell down.
Hey.
Where's security? Wait, Justin, goddammit, nobody told you to touch the ring.
Is that one of your family members there, bro?
That's my Uncle Justin.
Uncle Justin needs to sit the hell down.
Tell your Uncle Justin to go home and change the wheels on his house before he interferes with the ring again.
Where is referee John Clark with the law and order?
Well, this just in from Luis Taffy. He says, I'm 1,000% ready to go. Forget the fight. I'm bringing the war. 2020.
All
Where's
right.
Luther, don't just let fans touch the ring, Luther. Kicking the head from Joey Barone.
He's straightening up that
Do
elbow.
that DDT. Do the springboard DDT. That a boy. Take his head off.
Yeah.
That should do it. Come on.
Well, that's gotta be it.
Come on. He's knocked out. Two. Son of how? What?
Jake the Snake would be so mad right now.
To be fair, Jake the Snake weighed a little more than Mr. Wrestling, so there was a lot more impact. And
Jake the Snake.
Yeah, and he had cocaine.
That'll always help you.
Right? He's a very dark and disturbed individual, by the way, Jake Roberts. I met him once. That's crazy.
Mr. Wrestling?
No, well, I don't know him that well, but Jake Roberts is kind of messed up.
Oh, yeah, you think?
Ooh, front roll out of nowhere. Another German.
German suplex.
He's got the hands hooked. He's usually...
He's going for more than one, looks like.
He's come in as many as 3. 2!
No.
Can they come in as many as 3?
I took 7 from Rudy once. That hurt a lot.
That was, to be fair.
Well, he's got a lot of leverage. He's got a very low center of gravity. Ooh!
This is Deshaun Watkins guy. He's trying to push all my buttons. You read this?
1, 2, come on. Oh my good God. One of you die.
Let's not even read that. Please don't.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying he's trying to push all my buttons. All right.
Well, we got Bulletproof watching.
Hey, Proof. Give me a call. I might have an opening for you. Proof.
He keeps going for that boot, but... Oh, throws that line.
Duck.
No. Nobody home.
Hits it.
Roll up like we were talking about.
No, he knows that's not going to do it.
He knows
Yeah, it's kind of hard to roll.
There it is. That could be the end all.
Oh, man. That's in there deep.
I'm sorry, the Scorpion Deathlock.
No, that's the sharpshooter.
That is the Scorpion Deathlock.
That's the sharpshooter.
Deathlock.
Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter.
Lean back, Joe.
Sharpshooter.
Lean back.
Sharpshooter.
Fans, what do you think?
Sharpshooter.
Deathlock or Sharpshooter? Fans, let us know.
Now it's a deathlock. Yeah, now it's a Scorpion deathlock. Damn right. That's it. He got out.
It depends on if it's excellently executed or not.
Scorpion Deathlock and Bret Hart tapped out. So
That's right. That's right.
Good on Luis for not just ringing the bell on him right now. It's a dangerous hold. Right? Didn't they both steal it from a Japanese guy in the first place?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I know.
Well, didn't Stan Hansen used to call that the Brazos Valley backbreaker?
There we go. Come on, Joey Barone.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man. Woo! Yeah. Somebody's been drinking
Why do I have a feeling
Did I
that,
get it right
that's
on,
somebody's
cuz?
alter ego? You know what I mean? I don't think that's a real person. That's someone's alter ego. Yeah, their phantom account. What do you call that? What do they call that? Fish cat or catfish? Yeah.
Everybody love that fish.
Y'all get me hungry. I want some
Oh, the cutter. One.
Got it all.
And that's it. Yes.
Fantastic victory for the American Legion champion, Freddie Havoc.
I go to Compton every weekend. That's where I scores my rock. What are you talking about?
Every trip to Compton.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Can I get it right on, cuz? In the city.
All right. Let's not give our catfish friend too much credence. All right. So there you have it. That was a fantastic match.
I don't know who Deshaun Watkins is.
I love him.
But I can't wait to meet Deshaun Watkins.
John wants to give Ali some bald head mouth romance.
Deshaun, come to the show December 28th. That's right. El's got a ticket waiting for you at the door.
Yeah. You can bring your buddy too, and we'll see how that works out, shall we?
Bring Holly.
All right,
Come
where we
on
at?
down.
All right, our first guest, our next guest, our guest.
A guest.
Let's bring on again.
Is
Hey, Joey Barone, you just missed your match. We played the whole match, and he's just now tuning in at the end.
He was in
Go ahead and
Compton. He was in
replay it
Compton.
back,
Go,
Joey.
Joey.
come on in. Right now, we're gonna invite our resident Lucha Pro heavyweight wrestling champion, ladies and gentlemen, Gustin Thunder Uberstu.
All the way from Compton.
Hey.
In the city of LA.
Make some room.
Yeah, we gotta make some room, guys, because we
He said I'll be there. I can't wait.
I already sold a ticket
sure.
to the next show,
Can't
John.
wait.
Sure.
It's too heavy. It won't stand up.
Hello.
I have that problem all the
I have
time.
that problem all the time.
Too big to keep it up, baby.
All right.
Y'all need
I'll
to
just
start doing
tuck
your
it in.
workouts. Wet a towel. Wet a towel and hang it on.
Here you go. Here, you put your belt right here.
Saturday, December, was it 28th? Can you put that graphic up for us, Robert?
I never got it yet.
Oh,
No, the end of the world. You had it last week.
Oh, he did say he was gonna be our next show.
Uh-huh.
I said I can't wait.
We'll see if he's the man of his word.
Hey,
Okay, when is it, Deshaun?
I feel like Deshaun is always a man of his word. And I feel like we're going to see him when we perform December 28th.
Gotta get it right on, cuz. In the city.
Here at the DLO Jiu-Jitsu School.
Looks like Static Shock.
8381 Catella Avenue on December 28th, Deshaun. Come on by. Bring
He,
your friends.
he already knows. He's been here before. This is catfish swim upstream or downstream, whatever. All right, Saturday, December 28th, 2019, at the Della O Jiu-Jitsu Training Center. Orange County Championship Wrestling presents End of the World. That's right, 6 exciting professional wrestling matches featuring everyone you see here, well, except for our friend Gustin Uberstud, who is going to be making his way back to Germany to find himself his
Sausage.
Kris Kringle, as it were, the place where Christmas originated.
German's version of Christmas? Is that what this
Well,
is?
that's what Santa Claus is, the German version of Christmas,
Well,
right?
Oh, Saint Nick.
Saint Krampus, right?
Speaking of things Americans stole from Germany.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
our fault that you can't defend what you come up with and you let us take it.
Watch out, or Belschnickel's gonna beat you with a broomstick, young man.
I'm gonna find a bratwurst in my stocking this year.
the team of
Yeah.
Thunder and Lightning will be defending their titles against the boys from Lucha Pro. That's right.
Sorry.
Can we hold it together?
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll handle it in post. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
Let's talk about this Deshaun Wildcats.
I don't think
Let's
we
keep
should
him
talk
on.
about it.
Don't delete him. Let's keep him on.
No, we'll keep him on. We'll keep him on. But let's be honest.
I don't think we should talk about it.
We know who this is. We know who this really is. All right. And while you're hiding out on the internet, Deshaun, right? You just remember one thing. When I see you, we'll have this conversation up close. All right.
You might go to the cops.
Oh yeah, or his lawyer. Depending on who he's talking to, right? I'm gonna go to my boys. I'm gonna go to the lawyer. I'm gonna go to my cops.
In the city.
How do you feel about being Lucha Pro champion? How's that treating you?
I feel great.
All right. So we will have these two boys here. Thunder and Lightning will be taking on the team of Mikey O'Shea and Vito Fratelli. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
Oh man. I mean, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna take this opportunity to say, I can't wait to step in the ring with Mikey O'Shea. Just to put that whooping on that flea-bitten, nasty turncoat dog is going to be the best thing that I've done all year.
Fair enough.
Fantastic.
And you?
I'm glad that you're getting these two guys in the ring together. So you fairness, right? Not one of them can sneak up on anybody else because both of those two men are sneaks, right? So
Right.
now they have to come face to face with the tag team champions, and there's not going to be any sneaking. There's going to be a hard lesson learned.
I usually only expect to see one fat man for Christmas, and this year I'm gonna see two. They both looking like Santa Claus, and they're gonna get the ho ho ho, the stocking stuffings kicked out of them on December 28th by me and B.A. Marcus Frey.
That's right.
Because you've been a naughty boy. You've been a naughty boy, Mikey O'Shea, and you are gonna get more than coal in your stocking. You're gonna get Azrael's boot in your nether stockings.
Your leader host?
You're a leader,
These
Hosen.
fists are going to look like a cold storm flying at your face. I can't wait to put them on you.
All right. Well, there you go. And you know,
It's gonna be a white Christmas with my fist.
Volcanic
I
ash.
got it.
say it ain't
I got
so.
the blizzard.
on
It's
Mikey
gonna,
O'Shea.
like a snow globe.
You know, they say look out for black ice.
Black ice, yes. That. All right. At this time, we have Helmuth will be on the card. Joey Barone will be on the card. Luis Tapia on the card. Now let's think for a minute. Helmuth, Barone, Tapia, all in line for that American Legion championship.
And the Voodoo Master. I saw Voodoo Master at the last show, and I can't wait to see him again. Because, God, I love the Voodoo Master.
He truly does.
I really do.
Yes,
man.
I know you really
I
do.
don't think y'all
I can't
understand
help
the love
myself.
this man has.
Voodoo
Like,
Master has the eye of the tiger. He's always willing to reach down deep and give himself that extra little push when he needs to find it. And I admire that of the Voodoo Master.
I mean,
When
I
we
feel
go
like-
off the air, he will still be talking about the Voodoo
I feel
Master.
like if he
Believe
wasn't
you
tag
me,
champs with
baby.
me, he'd be teaming with Voodoo Master.
Yeah.
Cynthia Navi says you guys should do a snowball fight. You'd have to talk to Deshaun Watkins and his friend because they're all about snowballing.
Well, we've got at least 4 snowballs.
Wait a minute. I love snowballing.
Oh, jeez. That's funny.
Uh,
That was
Y'all
good.
know what
Okay.
that means? Y'all
All right,
messed up.
we have one additional guest. You're going to need to bring your chair in. We're going to go to topics before we call it an evening. Lex Icon, come on in.
Lex.
You hate Jamal?
Let's
Why
get
do you hate
in that chair right.
Jamal? Come on.
Any day now.
Everybody.
Watch the camera. Watch the camera.
What's
Jamal. Get Jamal. Tell Jamal. Just tell him Jamal. Sit over here.
Have him
Okay,
sit in
so
the
we
back.
just have more people on the
Yeah,
fine.
get Jamal. Hey, come on.
All right, we have come to the portion of our show known as topics. Topics, where they...
Lex.
Thank you, man.
Sit down.
You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah, you know, I do a little bit of something.
That's what she said too.
Well, to her, I did a lot of bit of something because she was so used to you.
Shouldn't talk about Azrael like
You know, you can take that.
Very wrong.
You can take that graphic
is
off.
willing to go into a
Thanks,
snowball
Robert.
fight
Why
for
do
you.
Snowball fight.
That's why I picked him as my partner. Tag team partner. Also.
All right.
He's gonna break the chair.
Hey, so there we have it. The tag team champions right behind me. Right. All right. Topics. Well,
I'm so used to being in the black round. It's all right.
I will pose a topic to this distinguished panel. They will have 1 minute
I can even see
to
you.
respond to said topic. Pull it
You
together.
smile.
Joe, thank you. Okay, they have 1 minute to respond to said topic, and we will go from there. All right. Our first topic for discussion, you have 1 minute to respond, is the wellness policy of the World Wrestling Entertainment Federation, right? The wellness policy. Who wants to take that first?
Yeah, you like
There
to
you
do
go.
drugs.
There you go. Lex Icon, go.
I have a problem with the wellness policy in WWE. I'm glad that it's in effect, but as was stated earlier, it should be in effect equally. You know, no prolific guys getting a break because they're prolific rather than the guys in the background getting 30, 60, 90-day suspensions because then nobody seems to care about them, and they're not on TV anyhow. So I mean, hey, what would be so bad if Randy Orton was taken off TV for a little while and maybe replaced with someone like an Eric Young or something like that? I feel bad for the guys that are from Impact that they brought over to NXT and then brought up to the main roster, and now ain't doing anything with them, while the other guys are getting away with bloody murder. That's my problem with the wellness policy.
Yeah, 15 seconds, 14 seconds.
Plus, you just see these guys and they're on something, but no one wants to say something. And, take Brock away.
But I think it's for, like you said earlier, full-time wrestlers, so Brock doesn't qualify. All right.
I got something to say.
All right. B.A. Marcus Frey on WWE's wellness policy.
So my issue with the wellness policy is, if you're going to do it for everybody, do it fair. So now, when I say that, you became World Wrestling Entertainment so that you would not have to do or uphold to the guidelines of steroids and steroid checks like the NFL, like MLB, like NHL. So then now you do that. You say, okay, we're going to switch it up and we're going to call ourselves entertainment so that we don't have to uphold that standard. Then you turn around and you go, oh, but we want to make sure our wrestlers are clean. So we're going to uphold this wellness policy. And the one thing that you peg people on, poor old Jeff Hardy just wants to get high once in a while. Let the man get high. RVD wants to get high once in a while.
Once in a while? That guy's been stoned since the third grade.
Damn it, but he puts on some of the greatest matches. You saw RVD versus Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
He was high as hell when he did that match. But yet that is still one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. So if you're going to do it, you got to find the standard and uphold it with everybody. I don't care if you're Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, whatever. They all need to be treated the same way.
Fair enough. All right. Excellent point.
Let him get high.
I just looking at this, by the way. It looks like that BA's a giant rat mogul, and we're the worst looking bunch of bodyguards ever.
Speak for yourself there, Chief. You speak for yourself. Yeah, all you need is a shiny 75 cent.
Hey, I'm closer to $1.
$half. Right? Anyone else want to comment on this?
Sure.
Okay.
You want to go first? You look like you do drugs.
I
Go.
love how the one guy that's known for doing drugs.
What? No.
Telling everybody else.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You
go
look
ahead.
like a likely suspect. With your.
I think the biggest problem with the wellness policy, when you say wellness policy, it's sort of like, oh, it could be anything, it could be any kind of drugs, but most often it's kind of like just another way of describing steroids, right? Without saying he was on steroids, you're saying like, oh, he violated the wellness policy. It's often code for that. It could be anything, it could be, but it's often code for that. And I think one of the problems that you have is this standard of, we want you to look like a bronzed god on TV, and people who can't naturally look like that are saying, okay, well, what am I going to do? If I want that contract, if I'm putting in all this hard work, wrestling over the years, how am I going to get there? And then so they find a way, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're in violation of a wellness policy. And It's like, well, how am I supposed to compete with a Randy Orton or a Brock Lesnar? How is a guy supposed to do that? So you
Diet
do
and
have
exercise.
to really, I'm glad that some of this stuff is coming to the forefront, so that not everybody necessarily feels like they have to do it, but at the same time, as long as there are still guys doing it, and they're at the top of the game, how are other people supposed to compete?
I would
That's a good point.
I would say in rebuttal to that, though, it's gotten proven recently that you don't have to be there. Like, look at Keith Lee.
Okay. You ready? You want to
Let him get high.
You
Yeah,
ready?
let's go.
And wait till the clock sets.
Oh.
Go.
It's entertainment. I want to be entertained. I want to see some freaks fight each other. I want it to be required that they have steroids in their system. I want them on cybernetic enhancements. I want to see a half man, half lion fight some kind of giant lizard creature to the death with flamethrowers and chainsaws involved. I want to be amused. Remember when wrestling was cool and everybody had cocaine and steroids in their system, like Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior or whatever? I support you, Billy Graham. Go ahead, let him get high. You're okay with a guy jumping off a ladder through a table and breaking his back in and whatnot, but you don't want him to be on no Quaaludes and whatnot. Like, that man deserves to get messed up. Jeff Hardy deserves whatever ecstasy he wants to get on. Just don't let him drive a car. Just, Jeff, don't get behind the wheel or nothing. Get a driver. Put Matt in the car. Just keep Jeff the hell away from the road. But everybody else, they pick and choose who they're going to test. I look at Jinder Mahal and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to test that pee for a while because it's radioactive. I am not doing nothing with Jinder Mahal because he clearly got bit by a radioactive elephant or something. Like the big giant ones they leave alone. And then they pour Primo Cologne. They're like, he can't be on nothing. He looks like a little, fruit booty. So they test his pee and then it comes back glowing. Like Stevie.
Your time is up. Thank
Like
God.
Drew McIntyre is
No, let's not test Drew McIntyre. He's clearly eating his Wheaties.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this edition of the Royal Ramble. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank Joey the Bull. I want to thank Goose and Uberstute, Lex Icon, the tag team champions, Thunder and Lightning, our producer Robert. I want to thank Jack Bruce Davidson. I want to thank all our fans for watching. More importantly, I want to wish you all a happy holiday season, and may all your bumps take place in the ring.
Let him get high.
Good night,
Let him
Yogi
get high.